Hello, welcome to Tool Tuesday. And this week on Tool Tuesday, we're going to clean up my new Tri-Square, new to me. This is, I don't know how old it is, but it's pretty crusty and rusty. So I'm not going to do a whole lot with it. I don't know a whole lot about it. I don't know how old it is or anything like that. It was a eBay purchase. I actually got lucky and they surprised me. They sent me an email after they shipped it and said that they were trying to empty out some inventory and make room for a bunch of new stuff. And they actually sent me two of these. The other one is considerably bigger. It has a crack in the metal blade part of the square out here somewhere, but I'll be able to clean that one up and shorten it a little bit. I like this one because it's got the 45 on there. So we're gonna get this cleaned up, and I have a spot over here on the side of my bench where it's gonna hang. And so we're gonna get started on it. I'm gonna use my old Faithful and use my purple cleaner, a little bit of PB Blaster, and I have some sandpaper and some Scotch-Brite here. We're gonna get this thing cleaned up, and I need to hit, somebody was using, I don't know if they were using it for what they were doing with it, but it's got some nicks and gouges. I'm gonna buzz them down real quick on either a flap disc or the grinder over there, and get some of the big stuff off. It's got a couple like paint boogers or tar or something on there. I'm gonna hit that real quick, and then we'll come over here and we'll touch this thing up. Okay, so here we are, post wire brush, and I'm sorry, wire wheel. And there's one barely little clean spot here where it's not pitted, and you can really clearly see the numbers. And then as it goes along, the pitting gets worse and it gets real hard to read in there. This side is just pitted all the way across, and went ahead and hit the brass real quick as I was wire wheeling it, because it was tarnished up pretty good. And there's just I really like the patina on it. It's not a pristine piece, and it's perfect. It goes with all the other tools here. They're like just usable. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up some more and get in there with the Scotch-Brite and then maybe the sandpaper, one or the other, and we'll just see how it does. There is a little chip here. I probably will mix up some epoxy and some wood chips or sawdust and work that in there. But for right now, we're just going to get this guy just cleaned up. I did hit this real quick on the 1-inch belt sander and got rid of the gouges, so it feels, you can't catch your hand on nothing, but the marks are still there. You can't hardly see them, but they're still there. The patina is all still there. So we're just going to dress him up, lube him up, get him all back in good health. So I did check it for square already. I set it on the edge of the bench, struck a line, flipped it over, and checked it again. It's still square, so we're good to go. So let me get going here. Okay, got him all done. It doesn't look like a whole lot more, but you can see the brasses relatively shiny. You can see the rivets in there now. You can actually get a nice little metal reflective shine off the blade and everything. So the handle on this side's got a little more color to it. It's got a little, you can see a little bit of the like reddish brown and whatnot in there. But this thing is perfect. It fits in perfectly with my well-used vintage tools that I have out here. And it is, you know, totally usable. It's still solid. The handle's it wiggles just a little bit. I could probably get in there and peen the rivets just a little bit just to tighten that up. But it, like I say, it's still square. This is just perfect. It's going to be a perfect addition to my tool setup here, and I'll definitely be using this. I just love it. I'm so pleased with this. Nothing fancy, not a restoration. If I was going to restore it, I don't know, the pitting's just too deep. I would probably drill the pins out, take the handle off, buff this all back down. You wouldn't have the graduations on there anymore, but would definitely re-square everything up. This has been cut down. It almost looks like the way they did it, they were maybe using it for a scraper of some sort. But square everything back up, get nice square machined edges on there, and buff all that down and get that back to a nice shine. Clean the brass up, get all the nicks and dings off of it, make a new handle because it's chipped up real good right here. And then of course it's got that piece missing right there, that little corner chipped out, and then put new pins in it. But that's not the purpose of this. It is still in workable condition. Like I say, the handles they rattle just a little bit. This is just perfect. It's gonna, the patina and everything just goes right along with it. And plus, I like the patina. Somebody used this for a long time, and it took a long time to get all that wear on there. So I'm totally pleased with it. So here we go. Here's the side of my bench here with all my woodworking tools on here.